What is good, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video, and in this one, we're going to be talking about the one and only Tesla stock and some very important things that we need to be looking out for the future of this company. I'm also going to be answering the question, will Tesla crash or explode for tomorrow? So I'm going to give you guys my opinion on it and then use some probability-based thinking to kind of like come to a conclusion of what's most likely going to happen based off my prediction. So I'm going to give you guys a prediction for tomorrow. I could be totally wrong, but I'm just going to do it for fun and also just try to figure this out, right? Because it's very interesting. It'll give you an idea of how we're moving, and it'll really help you understand the price movements a little bit more. So before I say anything about Tesla, I do have to mention some very important things first. First off, I'm not a financial planner. This is all for educational purposes only. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. And not only benefits me, benefits the entire Tesla community as a whole. And the last things, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link down below and in the description. If you do sign up for Moomoo and deposit $100, you're not only going to qualify for up to 5 free stocks, each worth up to $3,500, but you're also going to have the chance to win up to $200,000, as Moomoo is giving away $200,000 to a lucky winner for the new year. So if you want this opportunity, guys, if you want to have the chance to win up to $200,000 or get up to 5 free stocks, please check out the link down below and deposit $100 if you are interested. So with that out of the way now, let's get on with the video. So looking at Tesla, we were in the green on Friday, up about 2.08%, and we are respecting this falling wedge pretty well. Now, the most probable situation, guys, and I know you guys don't like to hear this, but the most probable situation is we're going to still respect this falling wedge because we've been doing it for a very, very long time. And it's very probable that we're going to be doing this because of how the market has been dictating the price. Now, this means we can move in either direction, and we do have a range of where we're probably going to go to. The lowest, it looks like as of right now, would be around, I would say the lowest we could touch is the 790. The highest we could probably go would be 950. Now, the question is, which way are we going to go, up or down? And that's really, really hard for me to make a perfect call. But I can tell you guys, based off what I saw happening last week, it seems a little bit more probable that we could start to see a little bit more green for next week, or at least for Monday starting on that day. And I'm going to talk about why I think that. Now, I could be totally wrong, guys. The market's very hard to predict because of the fact that anything could really happen at any given moment and cause me to be completely wrong. I'm just going to talk about why I think that. So, looking at the S&P 500, guys, this is what it's looking like, right? We had a very big drop from the $479 range. Then we dropped all the way down to 420. And I find that so interesting how we dropped to 420 before finding the very strong support right there. Is it a coincidence, guys, or is it some Illuminati stuff? It's up to you to decide. But anyways, when it comes to the S&P 500, we have that very strong support there. We bounced off of it, and now it's looking a little bit more sideways with a bit of an upward trend, right? You guys can see it's kind of like stair-stepping its way up just a little bit, and we have quite a bit of volatility here. Now, look at the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is very similar. We dropped all the way down, gained support right here, and we're kind of starting to see a bit of a rebound, right? Because the market took a very big hit. Look at all these red candles over the last couple of weeks. So much red, guys. So the market may start to rebound because of the fact that the FOMC meeting is over. We have new inflationary data that's out, and we're already used to what's been going on. The market is not extremely fearful as of right now, and we could see a little bit of a rebound from all the red. Because if I look at the SPY, and I'm going to show you something else that's really interesting, which I forgot to talk about. Let's look at the max chart, okay? Let's go all the way back to 2008. Okay, there were times. Let me zoom out. Hold on. When the SPY was dropping in 2008, we dropped really hard, then we rebounded. Then we dropped hard, we rebounded a little bit. Then we started dropping really, really, really hard, right? Then we had a bit of a rebound. We dropped a little bit, and then we started exploding to the upside a little bit later. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is, although I can't use fractals as a perfect standpoint to describe the market in today's day and age, the past is a good indicator of what could happen in the future. So in the early stages right now, guys, I don't consider us in a super, super bear market just yet. And the reason, I mean, we are kind of in one since we have been retracing, but I'm not trying to say that the market's going to just keep crashing from here on out. I'm saying there are going to be, pockets of time where the market starts to rebound and actually run to the upside, at least temporarily. Because look, we're not at that point yet when interest rates start going up, when the federal funds rate starts going up by the Fed, causing these changes. we're not necessarily there yet. Now, although the sentiment of the market is a little bit more bearish than bullish, we saw so much red, and we seem to have found that bottom at 420 and a lot more support at around the $427 range. So I do think we could see a bit of a rebound. So I'm going to use TradingView for this next part, and I used a trend-based fib extension to kind of show you guys how people have predicted Tesla running up to its like all-time high. But anyways, let's just get rid of that. Don't even worry about that right now. What could end up happening to Tesla, and I'm going to try to draw this out. I could be totally wrong about this, guys. So don't take this as financial advice. I'm not trying to make predictions here. My main priority is just to like go over the scenarios and help you understand what could end up playing out. And actually, let me give you guys what I think is going to happen, which could be wrong, but hey, if I'm wrong, then so be it. But at least you guys will get some value from this. What could end up happening, because the RSI is so oversold for Tesla, for next week we start to rebound a little bit. We can go to the 870s, dip a little bit. We may even go as high as 900, right? Before we continue to respect this channel, right? Kind of like that. That's what next week is probably going to look like, in my opinion. I know it looks kind of ridiculous because of the fact that we're so used to Tesla making very volatile moves. I think it's going to be super volatile. And I think that we're going to be a little bit more in the green next week. I could be wrong, but that's what I think is going to play out. And I'm not saying that we're just going to like start exploding after that. I'm not saying that we're out of this falling wedge formation. I'm simply saying that we're probably going to trade a little bit sideways with a bit of an upward trend, because I think the market's going to see a little bit of a rebound for next week, or at least sometime during next week. So for Monday, guys, I wouldn't be surprised if we actually closed in the green for Tesla. I wouldn't be surprised if we started running up a little bit, maybe went as high as the $880 range, and maybe even touched the 900 and maybe closed a little bit below that. That's what I think is going to play out. And once again, I could be totally wrong. I know that. I could be completely wrong about all this, which is why you should not take this as financial advice. And you shouldn't just like make a financial decision solely based off what you're hearing a guy on YouTube saying. So, anyways, that's basically what I have for this one, guys. But at the end of the day, like I told you guys in my yesterday video, timing the market right now is very, very difficult, in my opinion. It's very tough because we could start rebounding a little bit next week. And even though I think the market is a little bit more bearish going into the next couple of weeks or like few months, I still think that for Tesla, we could still see a very, very bullish run and maybe act a bit of a hedge to the market once we hit a really low point. Because I know there's going to be a lot of buying from institutions and retail once we hit very low numbers. And a low number is a very ambiguous term. I don't know if you consider 800 low, 700. It's really up to you, but I'm pretty sure you guys get my point. Tesla's not just going to crash for the entire year, in my opinion. There are going to be moments this thing runs up, other moments it drops a little bit, and we could see a very bullish run in the next upcoming months as we hit the end of this falling wedge, right? And I don't know how long this is going to take, right? I'm not saying that this is the exact date. It could actually be extended, it could be shortened. We could start breaking out of it in a couple of weeks. I don't know. Once we break out of the wedge, we're going to be very, very bullish, but we're not necessarily there yet, which is why I still think we're going to respect it. But for next week, or at least for tomorrow, I do think we're going to see more green than red. So that's what I have for this one. I could be totally wrong, guys. I admit it, but I hope I provided some value for you, and I hope I helped you guys understand the chart a little bit better. That's what I have for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Tesla to the moon, and peace out.